All right. Slightly different location today. Whoop! And check out the trousers. So cool. So what we're going to use today is one of these bands. It's just a loop band, easy from Decathlon. Go get yourself one. We're going to start feet. So a lot of the time you put it around your ankles. I want it around the feet. And not off on the mat. I'm back here hoping I don't fall down the step. So from here, okay, starting to get warmed up. So posture, find the tension in the band, step in a little bit, keep the tension, side step in. That's all you do to begin with, just small side steps. I'm going to get into the hips in this little workout. Oh, excuse me, it's nice and fresh here today. So little side steps, that's all. Now we're going to keep going side step. If you've got a bigger space, go long. As you're stepping, I also want you to lean forward a little bit more. Different feel. So when I'm upright, this feels different to, boom, when I'm here. And you can go further down as long as you can keep a neutral in your core on, and just notice the change. And if you're used to doing this around your ankles, again, notice the difference when it's around your feet. I can't remember who I watched this on, but I did it. I went, so effective. So that's what we work with. Arms, you could pick up weights if you wanted to. Now the other fun stuff to do with the band, hold my left leg, staying still, right leg tap back, tap forward, tap back. Now, this knee stays towards you, but my pelvis is moving. So again, both butts are getting a wicked workout right now. All the things in other videos apply, in that I'm keeping long and lifted from pubic bone to chest, head on top. Again, I can lean forward a little bit more. It's kind of like I've got to turn in here and I turn out there. Boom, other side. Step in, step out. Step in. Now I flicked my mat, which tells you I didn't pick my foot up enough. Oh, it's super effective to start getting your glutes on. And that's what some of this focuses with the band. You could walk forward with it, by the way, but for now this is all I'm doing. Careful you don't end up tucking your tail. That's how I felt I started to go. So I just go whoop, stick it in the air a bit more, and then boom, boom. You're going to keep the band at your feet, a little bit of a knee bend, take a breath in, hinge over, find the floor, walk forward. So it's a wide leg down dog plank. So you just go back into down dog again. The band wants to pull your heels together, so you've got to push it out. So if you're prone to being externally rotated, as in you stand with your feet turned out, this is great to stop that happening. Right, and again, getting into the hips. Now, we are going to come down on the knees, pick the knees up. You're in hands and knees, so hands under shoulders, knees under hips. My left foot goes left, but my right leg resists, and I wag my tail. My right leg pulls across, my left leg kind of follows. When I'm going to the left, I look left. When I'm going to the right, I look right. But it's not the legs kind of staying together. My right leg is pulling, my left leg is resisting, which again gets deep into the hip joint. It's fabulous, by the way. And obviously, of course, now I'm starting to get spine movement in, which always a goal. Lift long, set up through the shoulders, not letting those arms hyperextend. So just because you've got a funny focus going on down below, don't lose the arms. From there, go back into your plank, spread the band. Now try step out, step in, step out, step in. Now if you don't have a band, obviously you can still do all of this. You just lose a little bit of resistance. The band wants to pull you back. So what you want to do is control the coming in feeling. Great move for a lot of things. If you need to go on your elbows, please do. I'm going to go one more time. And then knees come down. Keeping the band side lie. I'm going to be on my forearm for a change today. Bottom leg down. Lift, lengthen. So I want this lift through here. Okay. That back foot is coming back tap, forward kick. Back tap, forward kick. Keep the knee bent, still run my foot. The back push and tap is a down and opening And that's where, for me, I would exhale to tap, inhale in. Now, if I don't use this arm, obviously more challenging, I could persuade myself to stay a little bit more lifted through there. And you don't have to tap, look, I can stay higher and take it more into a clam back here. Now when you do the clam, the foot needs to be behind, the hip needs to be forward, because otherwise you lose the tension because it's around the foot. Careful not to lose this. If you lose this lift, I would suggest you go down onto your hands and knees. But as you're opening, you want to make sure you've got that tension. This is what wants to happen. Okay, keep this hip forward, rotating that hip joint. Oh, lovely feeling. Not lift, open. Now, can you keep the tension? Ooh, to turn around. So again, set, lift, tap back, come forward. Tap back, come forward. I'm having a little argument with my band here. Lift and forward. So I can start to do a little bit of rotation there. Again, as always with side stuff, lots of variations. If you're up here, most important thing is keep the lift, keep the length, draw the belly in. Side lying is the place where you tend to hang. So there's got to be this feeling that the belly button pulls up towards the top waist. Okay, I'm going to hold and do some clams and really keep my hand on my hip tells my body, oi, don't move. My butt is really working right now, which I love that feeling. Okay, hip stays forward. So if you're running, these muscles are super important to keep you strong. It's not just about the glutes, it's about the little ones underneath the big fleshy glute, as is where the hamstring meets your bottom. That's that push back to open the hip, which gives you a bit more kick. Okay, talking of kicks, we're going to lie on the belly. So come on down again. Guess what? I'm still on the band. So propping up onto the forearms. My knees are as wide as my mat. I push the band apart, push it apart, push it apart. Keep the lift in your belly. Now it might not feel or look like much, but I promise you it is, because your legs are kind of in a V, your feet want to be together, but I'm pulsing that band apart. Now I could do this a little bit lower down here as well. I could come all the way down onto the floor here, pulse wide open. Okay, so please, you can play with where you do your pulses, and then resting down, lift up, little swim legs. Again, you've got to pull this band apart. As your legs go, arms come up, my right leg's up, so my left arm, switch, 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 switch. Draw the core in, push the hips into the ground a little bit, belly lifts through. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tuck your toes under, push up into your plank. Now from here, left hand center, keep that band and drop into your side plank. Just because, coming through the other way, I'm having an argument with mine again. Open out, back down, knees down, knees down. We're flipping over, so it's just one side plank, just because. Now, same thing here. I still want the band around the feet, feet wide. So we're going into bridging. So pull the band. Immediately these guys kick in and you just come straight up into your bridge and rolling back down. Think of your heels pushing out more than your toes, because that's kind of, for me, what, I'm not sure saying that. My little toe edge has to just pull that band. Oop, forgetting to roll, look at me. So your feet might obviously be different to me. We are different people after all. So just notice, the band kind of does this and goes internal rotation. So I've got to pull against the band. You could spiral out, spiral in, spiral out on the lift, spiral in on the down. Get a lot of hip movement going on in there. I could stay in and lift, spiral out, lower, spiral in, lift, spiral out, lower. I tend to put my hands on my ASIS. I just like that feeling. Okay, kind of gives me some feedback to make sure both hips are lifting and I'm not in a rotation. I'm going to do one more. This feels beautiful through my hip joint. Staying with the feet down, arms down by your side. So simple, zip up and in, 2 legs come up, 2 legs straighten, pull the band, 2 legs bend, down. So this is where you've got to go into the belly a bit more. Pull in, stretch, down. Oh, so you're now including, some core work in there. Fabulous, isn't it? And then if you didn't have that argument with the band in the way that I did, you don't really need to do anything else. Last one, because I'm going to come down, flip it into my hands. Now I'm going to use my arms to pull it wide. Feet come back together, 4 inches apart, 5 inches apart. Do your sit up here. Pulse the band, pulse the band. So instead of the hips, we're going to give the hips a break, take it into a quick bit of upper body and there. And we need to add some twisting into our workout. So we're going to pulse the band, left arm pull down more, left leg up, down, right hand pulls down more as my right leg comes up, twist that way. And you do want to reach through that band, okay? Bottom arm pull down, top arm reach up. Breathe out to lift, breathe in to lower. Always good to add a bit of core work in, so if you want, you can take that leg up straight and reach high. I'm also doing that because it shows off my funky leggings. So reach. Now at the moment, my toes pointed. So on the next few, I'm going to go to a flexed foot to give me a little bit more hamstring stretch. So my hips have gone, just for a moment, they've had a wee moment to go, breather, until now. Again, back around the foot. I've got one more exercise here. Stay in the curl up, pulse. Pulse the legs wide, pulse the legs wide, pulse and lower, pulse and lower, pulse and lift, pulse and lift. Pulse and lift, pulse and lower, pulse and lower, pulse and lower, pulse and lower. One more go. They're going to stay down. Lift yourself all the way up. So keep that pull apart of the band. Honestly, it does feel good because you have to work the legs, which helps this. And we'll just finish with a nice spine twist. So twist 2. My hands in prayer to make sure my whole body turns, not just my arms. Breathe. Breathe in. Excuse me, I want to put my mic back on so I can finish coming back up into standing. I do like spine twists, you know. One more. Center. Keep the band, bend the legs. Flip yourself over. Hands down. Now, if you want to be funky, ready? Boing. Jump. Push back to your down dog. Ooh, big stretch. Hands towards your feet. Walk your feet in. So the band will lose its tension. You're at your 4 inches apart. So we can roll to stand up and reset the posture. Hopefully feeling pretty good through those hips. Give it a go. There's different strength bands that you can get. Couldn't tell you how strong that one was. I am here somewhere. It's great. The band is awesome. Runners, jumpers, all of that. Do that crab walk because it's so good. Okay, enjoy it and see you in a bit.